So yeah, Yaftik is definitely where my heart lies in the comics.
Yeah, if you want to get into voiceover, you got to do it because you love it. You can't do it because you want to be rich and famous, especially because you're legit doing a job that people don't know your face.
You know, in my comic, there's a number of sentient computers and video game consoles that have happened over the years.
I should have a film. I thought it was going to be the end of this year. I think it's going to be next year. There should be a film called Badness coming.
I think we're up to 6 Star Wars children's books now that I've illustrated.
I'm here!
I'm here.
The dork behind the drawing. Oh, no.
Yay!
Don't look him directly in the face.
I draw cartoons for a living, and you can't tell me that the stuff that, you know, that we're producing nowadays is just for kids.
Kevin and Kel is now the longest running webcomic. I started in September 1995, and it's never missed a day since.
When I announced that I was voicing for Inuyasha's daughter, everyone was like, what? Like,
that was all well and good until, you know, I was giving Phil a ride one day and he said, so how's your boyfriend? And I said, well, we're breaking up. And Phil said, oh, really?
Hello, all you beautiful cats and kittens out there in YouTube land. Welcome to Planet Flipside. This is Creators Corner. I'm Vixen Littlepaw, and we have a special night tonight. I hope you're all ready for a good time. I see you all out there. Hello, hello, hello. First up is the Straight Savage Mel.
Ah, that was for Heather.
Hello, lady. That is a you. That is a you. How you doing, honey?
Fantastic. How are you?
Fantabulous.
I'm excited.
I rubbed my eye, but I'm okay now.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Glitter and stuff all in there. It was exciting.
But you look fabulous.
Thank you. You look very pretty yourself. Next up is Cherry Bumpa.
What up, fuckers?
How you doing?
How are you? I'm great. I'm sugared
You're
up,
good?
carved up, and got some soda that we're not going to talk about.
We're not going to talk about the soda that you're drinking right now. Don't forget to hydrate out there. We love you. We want you to be
I have
okay.
water.
No water. All right. So, Cherry, I'm going to let you introduce our guest tonight.
You guys, we have a really amazing, awesome special guest tonight. We met through TikTok, and when we bring her on, I'll kind of give you guys the lowdown on how we met up. But we have the fabulous Bona Bones.
Hey.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Excited
So, Bona and I met on TikTok because I had duetted somebody that was trying to establish some kind of dominance in the craft world. And we all know how I am about the crafty world on TikTok. And Bona brought it to my attention that this person was a predator.
Oof.
Yeah.
And after she explained it, I said, how can I help? What can I do?
Yeah.
And he eventually was taken off of TikTok. I'm assuming he came back at some point. Nobody fucking cares about him anyway.
Yeah.
But Bona and I both follow each other, and you are a professor in stop motion animation.
Yep, teach animation at the Kansas City Art Institute.
Oh, that's awesome.
You have dual degrees from some of the biggest colleges in the world for this, or universities.
Yeah. I went to the California Institute of the Arts in LA, which is the animation school that Walt Disney founded. And then I did a degree at the University of Edinburgh in Scotland.
Oh,
wow.
Fantastic.
And I know that at one point you were working with Robot Chicken. You said you were no longer with them. You're working with HBO, an individual project, and teaching all at the same time.
I just wrapped out of the HBO show 2-3 weeks ago, and so that project's wrapping up. Stop motion work can be kind of seasonal. Like we usually shoot like January, February to like September.
That makes sense.
And so it gives me a good opportunity to like teach during the school year from September to May, and then I go.
So
back
you're traveling quite a bit.
Yeah.
And you know a thing or two.
I
just a couple things.
I might know a thing or two.
So what got you started with the stop motion animation?
I had a teacher when I was like 18 who like was just really supportive and like was like, hey, I think you'd like doing this. And her name was Lori Damiano, and she's an animator who's like done stuff on like Yo Gabba Gabba and like tons of other stuff. And she just really like was super supportive and was like, hey, you should try this, and I'm gonna help you apply to colleges, and I think you should do this. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll try it.
So I don't know if you can see the comments. I know you said you were on a laptop. We have a private chat and we have comments. We do check in with our commenters. We have Jelly Bean who says that she loves Robot Chicken.
Thanks.
Hi everybody, how are y'all doing tonight? So tell us about you. Tell us about you.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
you're okay. You're okay.
I love you guys.
I'm loud.
Yeah, so I grew up in California, Oakland. I went to school for animation. I ended up getting hired fairly quickly out of school.
That's awesome.
One of my first jobs was doing a music video called Aberdeen for Cage the Elephant, which was really popular. From there, I kind of bounced around from studio to studio. I got hired on, I think it was the Robot Chicken DC special. When I was like 21 or 22, I got hired as an intern, and that was like my first like at the studio, like the first thing I did. And I like was working in animation. I was like getting hired, but like not enough to really sustain myself for a while because it's really hard to build up that momentum.
Right. Yeah.
And so I was like, screw it, I'm out. I'm gonna go move to France. And so I moved to France for a couple years, decided to go to grad school in Scotland. Meanwhile, I'm still like flying back and forth between LA, taking jobs in LA. And so I built up like a pretty good system with like being able to work in LA without having to live in LA full time.
Yeah.
It's not my place. That's not my jam.
Not where you want to be.
Not where I want to be. And so, and so I've been really fortunate. After grad school, I got hired at Dartmouth College. And so I was faculty at Dartmouth College, went back to LA to film more Robot Chicken, and then got hired at KCI. And now I'm in Kansas City, Missouri, which I love. I love living in Missouri, surprisingly.
Right now, we're neighbors.
Yeah.
Jelly wants to know what your favorite skits you worked on from Robot Chicken were.
Anything with Bitch Pudding is always the best.
Bitch Pudding.
Bitch Pudding's just like the best character to animate. Anything with Bitch Pudding. I did my favorite one, hands down, is I did a sketch with the Kool-Aid Man and Hawaiian Punch.
Oh, yeah.
Which you can search on YouTube. It's on YouTube, and that one's my favorite sketch I've ever done.
Now, do you do just specific kinds of animation, or are you pretty broad spectrum? Or
I can't draw for shit. I can't draw to save my life, and so I'm really good at building stuff though. And so stop motion has always kind of been it. I can draw like I shouldn't say I have like.
I had a semester of animation. I absolutely hated it.
It is tedious.
I did. Most of it was stop motion and claymation, and
Dixie doesn't have the patience for that.
It doesn't satisfy my need quickly enough.
Yeah.
So anyone who can do that, I'm just totally starstruck in awe. I can't even imagine. It's just wow.
I always like compare it to like some people do yoga like I do this. Like I can't like some people meditate and stuff like that. Like it activates that same kind of the brain for me.
Yeah.
Dopamine.
So that's why I'm able to do it.
Just follow the dopamine. That's all you gotta do. And if you guys don't know, Bona actually is on TikTok. She just got her main account back, which is really amazing.
Oh, cool.
She's been relentlessly like getting at them about this.
Yeah.
And she does show some of the skits that she's worked on. If you can catch her live, there's been a couple of times where I've been scrolling and I've seen her live, and she's actually working on a puppet. Weren't you doing a puppet giveaway at one point?
Yeah, and so I'm finishing up that puppet for the giveaway, and hopefully we'll be giving that away soon. Yeah, I just like engaging with my followers. Like, I don't really care about numbers. I don't really care about like selling anything. Like, I just want people to see like the stuff that I'm making.
I think my biggest thing about TikTok is, now that I'm with the channel, is you guys follow the fucking channel. Or I'm gonna keep screaming about it until you do.
So we're just gonna keep screaming.
And let's see.
Are you Bona Bones on TikTok?
It's Bona.Bones on TikTok.
Bona.Bones, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, hubby says, I cannot draw. That's the way I play with 3D software. Jelly Bean, I always wanted to do animation as a child because of Disney, but I'm terrible at duplicating what I draw.
Can't get them all to look the same.
There's ways around that. Like, you
tracing paper.
I do stop motion. There's puppet animation. Like, you don't always have to be. I tell my animation students a lot. You don't have to be a great artist to be a great animator. Like, you have to be a great storyteller. And so, like, your animation doesn't have to be technically super well done if you're telling a good story.
Right.
Guys, I'm sorry if I look like I'm freezing to death. I am, and the air conditioner vent right next to me is closed.
Trucker's home. I forgot.
Trucker is home, which means it is like 65 degrees in this house right now, and I am not from the cold weather. I am from the hot weather.
That is so cold.
Yeah.
I'm from the hot weather, but I would take 65.
Well,
I stay at 71. We're good there.
I know you're cold too, Jelly Bean. I seen you said you were hungry and you're cold, and I carved it out again today. So I have pizza. That's a bad kid. I'm gonna pay for that one later.
I had cauliflower crust pizza today.
Oh, I've seen cauliflower crusts, and I haven't really ventured into them. Just because when I get my cravings for carbs, I just wait till the weekend when Justin's gonna be home, and then we all know how that goes.
And then you're eating carbs.
Then I pay for it all week. It's whatever. I probably gained 4 pounds this week. Whatever.
You'll lose them in a week.
I will. It'll be fine. I'll just be back to square one again. No big deal.
No biggie.
Now, another thing that I truly do love about Bona is she really is all about body positivity.
Yeah, totally.
And I have seen her fight against some trolls like nobody's business. I mean, no fucks given. And I love that. I truly do.
You
do.
It's you're at a place with that in your life that most people would love to be at. That is legit goals.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
And I've abused the shit out of my body. Okay. And I'm trying to get back. I'm getting comfortable in my own skin. I'm 41 years old. By the time I'm 42 is probably when I'm actually going to get comfortable with it. But mad respect for being comfortable in your own skin, because there's a lot of us out there that aren't.
It takes a lot of work. It's not easy, you know what I mean? It takes a lot of work to be able to get to that place. And I think one of the things that helped me is very young. I think art school, right? Art school, I was already kind of a little bit of a weirdo, and I found my people in art school, but I started doing burlesque when I was in college. And I was a lot smaller in college than I am now, but even then, I was still having body image issues and just all kinds of every kind of body dysmorphia a young woman usually goes through. And doing burlesque and hearing people cheer for me to take my clothes off was the best. It was the best. I didn't do anything fully nude or anything like that, but it was just it was a great feeling. People wanted.
Burlesque is all about tease.
Yeah.
It's all about the tease.
Mm-hmm.
You're waiting on Dane to finish working on signs so you guys can make dinner.
I have I've worked with a whole bunch of I've worked with the All Bodies Are Beautiful campaign and No Hate Campaign and a few others. And I've been modeling since I was 18, and I'm what they consider a plus size model. I hate that there's a label. But so people say, I'll say things like I'm fat, and people freak out. And I'm like, well, I'm not saying I'm ugly. I'm actually beautiful and quite sexy. I look better without clothes on than I do with clothes on. But
that's one of my biggest gripes is when you say that you're fat, people think that you're being
negative.
mean to yourself, like that you're self-deprecating. But that it's the same as me saying I'm a brunette. Like it's just an adjective that's describing
Yes, I'm short, I'm tall, I'm fat, I'm thin.
There's no inherent morality to fat. Like there's no moral objective there. Like it's just a descriptor.
We were talking about this the other day, and I had brought up the fact that I have an inner skinny bitch, and I have to feed that bitch, and that's why I'm a chunky monkey. And she loves tacos.
It's very much. I believe it's very much an American thing too.
Really
because
is.
I know people I know this guy in Brazil who's, he's a big guy. I mean, like he's 6'6", and I don't know how he's big. He's like a wall big. And they used to call him Gordo, which is little fat boy.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a term of endearment. Nobody thought that it was a bad thing.
Slim. I mean, so for Bonnie doesn't know. My trucker is 6'4" and weighs anywhere between 310 to 330 right now. And he's got a lot of friends that call him Slim. So like it's this little inside joke, and it's fine with him. He doesn't care. And like from the beginning of our relationship, I'm really close to the weight that I was when we first got together, and he's dropped a lot of weight. And I told him, I don't want you to do it for me. I want you to do it for you if that's what you want to do.
Right.
And he's a trucker. They're very active, especially in the field that he's in. So yeah, he's going to eat a lot more calories than I do.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Because I'm not about the outside of a person. I mean, he's pretty. Don't get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong. He's fun to look at.
But it's the personality and the attitude and whatnot. So
confidence is more sexy than skinny could ever be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. My internal homicidal rage maniac loves when he gets pissed off.
Do it again.
Jelly Bean,
let me
have
tell
a nice
you.
package on the outside does not mean the inside is fun to be with.
No. I've literally told people, God, you need to eat makeup so you can get pretty on the inside.
Yeah.
No, Jelly Bean, I completely, I agree with if we were all skinny, or if I was skinny, I would freeze to death. And like legit, like I can, the more weight I'm losing, the colder I get, quicker. It's horrible. Shiny Heiny. No, it's Shiny Biscuits. Get it right. It's an inside joke that nobody wants to hear about.
It's true. My biscuits are burning. Oh, that's a different one.
No,
that's another story.
They're shiny.
So back on.
we jump around.
Let me get back on train A for a second.
No. Go around.
Train A's scary. It does what it's supposed to do.
Tiny rhymes.
Damn it, train A.
But biscuits sound better.
So
back
what
to the train.
What do you find when you're teaching? What do you find
most challenging?
First of all, how do you find the gumption, to take it on? Because that's not teaching is not an easy job. And tell us your favorite story from teaching.
Oh God. I've always wanted to teach. Even before I wanted to be an animator, I thought I was going to be an English teacher. Like that was the goal before I became an animator. And so I've always wanted to be a teacher. I don't have kids. I don't plan on having kids. But I love young people and I love being around them. So this was like the answer. What's that? I'm trying to think of a funny story from teaching. I don't know. I feel like one of the best parts about being an art teacher is that like the students are always drawing me, and so I'm getting all like I always get just like every year I'm getting like hundreds of cool portraits of myself that my students like are giving me and stuff. And
that's awesome.
I have like folders and folders of just like portraits.
You should make like a huge, just like cover an entire wall.
Yeah,
it's
wall. My favorite part. It's like I just like have so many cute and maybe some not so cute drawings. You're some of them like, oh God, is that what
Jelly Bean wants to know if you hold any regrets about not becoming an English teacher.
No, because I realized I'm really bad at English. That's me. My mom's from Cuba and my grandmother's Cuban and my grandmother raised me. And so I realized later in life that I make a lot of grammatical errors because English was not her first language.
Right.
And so I'm really bad at spelling. I make a lot of weird grammatical mistakes. And so English was never in the cards. I like reading.
That really wasn't going to happen. It was pipe dream.
Yeah, no, I don't English well at all.
Yeah,
I trip
love
over my own
reading
tongue.
those. I love literature, and so I think that's where that came from.
That's
but then
why I
was
have a
like,
mouth.
I can't construct a sentence.
Yeah, that's why we have a Mel.
Yeah, all my wordy stuff goes to Mel.
Mhm.
Here,
Yeah.
I'll do the art, you do the words. Because I'll screw it up. Every time. Too funny.
That's okay because I speak Vixie.
You do. It's wonderful. So good. No,
It's-
I'll think it's
It's E. There's an E. It starts with an E. I've seen enough signs to know this. I'm from southern New Mexico.
Oops, this isn't the one I wanted. This one?
Yeah, that one.
English. That's not spelled right.
No, if I
Spanish
know
is
it.
easy to spell. It all sounds like it's supposed to.
Yeah, what she
Well,
said.
most of it.
She didn't even catch that I didn't write that. I have a really
I
big
did.
problem when it comes to remember that the camera is reversed. So like I'll go to point to you and I'll point that way.
It's so cute.
Oh yeah, I was looking at myself, and I was like, why is something like off?
It's
It's
good.
because
That's what it was.
You're the way
You do
people
speak
see
cherry,
you.
and I am glad that you do speak cherry jelly bean. So yeah, brain fart. I'm pretty today. Okay, what do you want from me?
I'm pretty. Just sit there and be pretty. It's okay. It's okay.
So
how long did it take you to do the Kool-Aid Man and Hawaiian Punch skit?
So it depends on the sketch. That one I think took me a day. It's usually our quota is 8 seconds a day, and that's for like 8-hour day. So it breaks down to about every hour
is a second.
is 1 second of animation.
Wow,
That's
yeah, Vixie definitely couldn't do that.
See why I can't do animation?
You can't color code it either, lady.
I know.
Right,
It drives me
right?
crazy.
Vixie has a thing about color coding everything. So
Oh, that makes
I
sense.
like-
the red on red on red, which is a good
right,
one.
right.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I'm red, Cherry's black, Mel's purple.
It's because I
Cherry
can't
might
find
get-
enough magenta or fuchsia shit. We go together like that, put us together. We're a delicious cherry jelly bean. I like that. I love that.
Aw.
Oh, crap! What? Or shit?
Those are my favorite jelly beans.
Not mine.
My
All
daughter
the
will not
reds
go
by
anywhere
Starburst.
near jelly beans ever since she had the birdie bots.
I'm
She's like, nope, can't do it.
like one
Can't
of the
do
few
it.
people that I know that will actually sit down and eat black licorice jelly beans. But
Oh no. Mm-mm.
oh yeah, oh they're good.
What can I?
Oh my god, I can't live without them. Easter's like my favorite holiday because I'm like, "Ah, nah, nah, nah."
When
wait,
the birdie
licorice
bots
flavor?
came out,
Oh
I
yeah.
love licorice liqueur.
Oh yeah. Oh
Then I'm
yeah.
like, come on, let's go.
well,
Yeah.
the closest is that I will do is Chartreuse.
Mm,
That has enough NC in it that it's got a licorice flavor.
yeah.
The cool thing about Chartreuse is if you can get the green Chartreuse and you can drink a whole bottle in 3 days, your whites of your eyes will start glowing.
Woo!
Not
Yeah,
permanently.
that's
It's a very short-term effect, but it's because of all the herbs they use. It's actually a secret recipe. These monks in France. It's
Well,
really
those
hard
in
to find the
Mexico already
green. You
glow
can
in the
find
dark,
gold
okay?
Chartreuse everywhere, but if you can find the green Chartreuse, it actually does. I've seen it. It used to be a big thing in the Gotham industrial clubs back in the late 80s, early 90s that people would do it. And
That's amazing. I want to try that now.
Right, like I said, challenge.
you have to pour it over a sugar cube because it is
So
so
it's like
intense. Yeah, just like absinthe. Yeah,
Yeah.
absinthe is terrible. I had that once and I will never drink it again. It's
I
nasty.
got sponsored by an absinthe brand at one point, and they were
Yeah?
sending us free bottles of absinthe. I was working for this like Australian pop singer,
Yeah.
and so they would send us these bottles, and that stuff will mess you up.
Yeah, that's and it's not a fun flavor.
No.
No. I'm like,
I remember when it was banned in the United States.
for a while, yeah.
Yeah, the wormwood is banned.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I remember we used to have a lot of friends that would go overseas and they would sneak bottles back in and everybody would just have a good time.
Oh yeah.
Crust.
Yes, you have to have the wormwood frost. I know. It's absinthe is used by a lot of magical practitioners because of some of the herbs that are in it. And
That's
wormwood
right.
is one
Oh,
of
that
them.
makes sense.
Yeah.
It's very witchy.
Yeah.
Wormwood
It's
is a
fun.
hallucinogenic used in journeys.
I'm down. Let's do it. What? Did I say that out loud?
That was enough.
I'm in.
Let's do it. I think we should go into the woods and practice necromancy. I think it will bring us closer together. It's my new favorite audio on TikTok.
Yeah.
I love that. It just cracked me up every time.
So, are you on any other socials besides TikTok?
I'm on Instagram, Bonadonna, Bonadona. Yeah, and I mostly use TikTok at this point, because all the other ones are getting kind of weird.
Tell us about it.
Yeah.
I've basically used to be on everything, and really I am on Insta, TikTok, and here, and that's about it now. That's it, because everybody else got out of hand.
Yeah.
Too weird. And then there were people who were taking on money and not doing what they said they were going to do, like with different apps that were supposed to come out.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, they're gone. They disappeared.
Really?
I'll let you know if there's class action soon.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hello, ladies and fellow folks. There's my shamanic frost. How are you, lovely? Oops.
Cherry said she's out. She's mad about Flip.
Cherry's done. No, I'm kidding. She fell off the table. She'll probably be back. Cherry's done. She's over it. Not
all these
really.
other stupid social medias.
There she is. She popped right back in. She's looking at me like, what the fuck?
Did your electricity go out again, Cherry?
My fucking Wi-Fi went out again. I'm calling my fucking company tomorrow. Oh, they won't be open. We're going to bitch about that on Cherry Rants on Monday for sure.
I was just going to say, you can call TTDI for me, though. I'm mad at them.
Fuck yeah, let me do it. I'll just take that. I'll go.
Take out your aggression. Karen. They're not there on Sunday.
I legit know Karen. Like, Karen has
they're supposed to give me
affiliate code.
Affiliate code, and they keep not doing it.
TTDI. Look here, fuckers. Get your shit together. Don't make me show up. I'll do it.
I swear. Everyone who's on any of our shows is going to start having gold stars by our name. Don't talk to these people.
Yeah.
They'll just get you in trouble.
Yeah.
Terrible. Terrible.
It's okay.
So what's a work week look for you? What does it look like?
When I'm filming,
Hi, Mike.
It's we usually work from like 9 to 6. It's like a pretty typical like standard work day. It depends on like the kind of project. So like Robot Chicken, like that's a studio where you go in and like you're on a W-2 and like you know you're getting healthcare.
Yeah.
So like that's like a normal 9 to 5. Like we come in. Animators get treated kind of like the talent on stop motion sets, which is very different than how they get treated in 2D or 3D scenarios. And so it's a little boozy. I kind of like it where I'm like, stage ready. Am I ready to go? And so you know that we are only allowed to animate. Like I'm not allowed to do costumes or set stuff. Like we're not allowed to touch that stuff. Like there are separate departments. They handle all of those things. And so like I'm not allowed to like go in and be like, oh, that chair is broken. I'll just fix it real quick. Like I have to call another department to like do that. And so like I just sit on my stage until it's ready to go, and then the director will come.
They just put you up on your throne like you're royalty, basically.
I mean, I wish it was a throne. It's a stool in a dark room, but but it is a little bit of a different experience than like doing like 2D animation. And so then the director Tom will come in, and he's a sweetheart, and he'll be like 9 times out of 10, he's like, "Hey, Bona, you know what to do, right?" And I'm like, "Yep." And like go. If there's specific notes about a scene, like he'll be like, "Oh, I need this character to do this, and like that character to do this." But most of the time with Robot Chicken, because it's sketch comedy, like the animators have a lot of freedom.
Yeah.
And so if like I'm trying to think of like a nice way to say it, so like nobody at the studio gets mad at me. Like if one scene isn't up to par, it's not going to really matter because there's other scenes happening after it.
Yeah.
And so,
it can
which
be caught up.
to have a lot of flexibility to try new things and play around.
Yeah.
And we're not locked into the same thing every day.
Confinement can stifle creativity as well. Also, there's a disclaimer down below. Read it, dumbasses.
Yeah, if your dumbass doesn't read the disclaimer, I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Nothing she's saying reflects on anyone but her own opinions and feelings.
So get over yourselves.
Yeah.
I don't like any kind of jelly beans.
You don't pay
Dan
rent
gave me
in
the
our
nipple
brains.
because he loves jelly beans. Well, I mean, it fits. I collect people with food names. It's okay.
What you mean,
Y'all
jelly
are
bean?
special. Somebody asked me what the fox in I have a fox emoji in my name when I sign stuff. And somebody asked me what that was all about.
Because you a foxy lady.
I said, Vixen is a female fox.
Yeah.
I have a hard time not knowing that people don't know what that is. Because there's comic book characters.
Right.
There's cosmetic companies. There's all different things with the name Vixen. So.
But most people only hear it in the context of speaking about someone as though they are sexy. So they associate
Right,
it
yeah.
with
It's been
like
sexualized.
a term for that.
It's been sexualized. So of a lot of things, though.
Put your mind in the gutter and think about it. You don't want me to do that. I mean,
my mind
the
lives
last
there.
part
What
of
are
her
you
name
talking
is
about?
I already went there a long time ago. I can't get
I
it
never
out of my
left.
head.
Yeah.
It never went away.
my gutter is huge. Oh shit! Wait, that's not right.
I mean, my brain's just a sewer rat. It just lives down there.
It just lives there.
And like you caught back screen or in the back or in the green screen when we were talking about the dick and fart jokes. Like legit, I'm like a 9-year-old boy when it comes to dick and fart jokes.
I work on Robot Chicken.
Right?
I just said
Now,
You gotta
with
say
that,
more.
did you guys ever have exposure to the voice actors or no?
So in the process, sometimes the voice actors will like come into the studio to like hang out and tour the building to see like what the animation looks like. But
cool.
The voice acting is recorded before the animation starts. And so like there's not a lot of crossover because the voices all have to be done for us to start animating.
Right.
And so like they're not usually in there around. It's like it's cool sometimes. Like Sarah Silverman was in.
She's. I would. Love
I swear
to meet
she was
her.
created to be.
She's so sweet. She's so nice. And like Seth Green is always popping in and out and bringing like whoever, whatever.
See, and I'm already short. I can't imagine the short jokes he deals with on a daily.
He's so down to earth, literally and
Is he?
Literally and
Literally down to earth.
So tiny.
He's a sweetheart. But yeah, I'm 5'2", and I'm pretty sure I'm taller than him.
See, and I thought that
Isn't he
you were taller
4'11"?
than I
I
am
think
because
he's
we're the same
4'11".
height. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, and so I'm taller than him. He's a sweetheart. He's the kind of guy who like remembers like all of the PA's names,
Right.
And, like, knows all the janitors' names and everything.
He's very humbled and okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I like
He doesn't
him already.
spontaneously
I already
turn
liked
into a
him
werewolf.
Not anymore.
He turned into a werewolf.
I thought that was the best thing Joss ever did was make the little guy the werewolf. I thought, that and Xander. Xander, I love Xander.
It was weird like growing up on like Buffy and all those 90s
Right.
movies he was in, and then having him be my boss.
Yeah.
That would take me a little while to be able to get over that and like just
The
do my
first
job
time I
now.
met him, I was like, what? And I met him and Chris Pratt together, which was really weird.
Oh God, I would have died.
Oh, yeah.
I would have
That's
just
an
died
interesting
from drooling to death.
combination.
I save my geeking out for when I get home.
Yeah.
Can you do that? Can you do? I know. No,
I can do that. Yes.
I've made a lot of celebrities in the past, and I geek out internally, and then I go home.
Right.
Or like hubby would come in and say, "So and so is going to be on the show," and I'm like, "You're lying." And I'll have a geek out, and then I'm fine after that.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, have
I'm
an
good.
internal geek out.
Right.
Like, gotta be cool. Gotta be cool.
See, and I had exposure to musicians when in my early adulthood because I helped promote bands when I lived in Arizona, and that actually led me to get to backstage to a lot of really big names in the metal and industrial and I don't want to say heavy metal, but metal, industrial, goth industrial,
alternative.
in general. And definitely got to meet one of the most amazing drummers I've ever met in my life, which was Johnny Kelly. He was the original drummer to Typo Negative before Peter Steele passed away. Very down to earth, very awesome guy. I could not have been any more comfortable with a musician when I met him. So
That's
with your mom. I watched Buffy growing up. So Rocket is secretly Seth Green.
Yeah, maybe.
I was waiting. I was waiting for somebody else to see that. I was like,
she's under an NDA. She can't talk about that. You guys
It's funny,
stop
like the people that I nerd out over though, because like there's been so many amazing talented people who come in and out of the studio.
Oh yeah,
you get a little bit desensitized to it, and just living in LA for as long as I did, like they're like I
LA
like
is a different world.
like I was sitting next to like Katherine Heigl at a restaurant, or like Paula Abdul at like a coffee shop or something like that. But like the people that I nerd out over were like always the weirdest ones. Like I flipped my shit when I met Tommy Wiseau. I like nearly passed out. I was like, oh my god. Like A-list actors did nothing for me. Tommy Wiseau was the one where I was like, oh.
That would be like me meeting Poppy Zebright, I think.
Oh no, we have to.
I know. I want you so bad. I think she's the only one I probably would geek out on. She's my favorite writer, and I think I'd absolutely
cardboard for the. I'm not gonna buy the cardboard. I'm gonna buy the flum board for the sign, Vixie.
For the sign, don't shoot. We just want to say hello. But
Cats are acting a fuss over there, like assholes as usual. Sorry.
Where's
Mel? She's in the corner
Chris
crying.
Pratt.
Not Chris Pratt.
Not
but
Chris
I
Pratt.
could Chris Pratt wouldn't be a crying one.
I don't cry.
I don't cry. You cry.
You cry.
I'm not crying. You're crying. Stop crying.
I didn't know who Chris Pratt was when I met him. It was like, so I was talking to him for quite a long time, and he was like, "Oh, like, what do you want to do?" I was like, "Well, I want to be an animator." I was like, "What do you do?" And he was like, "And I'm an actor on this show called Parks and Rec." And I was like, "Cool, never heard of it."
Yeah, that's where I started. That's where my introduction from watching him was from Parks and Rec.
Yeah, so this was maybe 12, 13 years ago, and so like I had never heard of Parks and Rec, and so like this is just like a guy I'm talking to. I don't know who the hell he is. And we're talking for like a long time, and he was really nice. And then it wasn't until a couple of years later when the Guardians of the Galaxy poster came out, and I was like, "That's the dude."
That
was the dude that I was like hanging out with.
I actually first saw him on Everwood, which was way before Parks and Rec.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, that's like Vixie's introduction to Jason Momoa was Stargate Atlantis. My introduction was Baywatch Hawaii.
Yeah, I didn't watch Baywatch, so a little Baywatch.
I did, okay.
Mine was Game of Thrones. I never saw him before that.
I always forget he was on Game of Thrones. He wasn't on very long, but he was.
He was on for the first season and like the first 2 episodes of the second season before they killed him off, just like they do with every other character he plays, except for Aquaman.
Well, no, he played Rowan for quite a while.
Yeah, he did. And he's also currently doing C on Apple TV, and he's playing Baba Voss, which is the main character. So they haven't killed him off. It's been 2 seasons. I'm like, wow, we have a chance. He might live.
Yeah, I have. I think one of my favorite meeting somebody is when I used to open coffee houses, and one of the ones here in Florida I opened up. I was working in for a while, and in walks Neil Gaiman. I knew the minute he walked in who it was.
Yeah.
But nobody seemed to notice. So I played it cool. Got him his coffee. It was Americano. Get an Americano.
She members.
I remember all that kind of stuff. And he said, and he paid with a credit card. So I was validated in knowing, oh yeah, I was right. You know?
Yeah.
So
who
that
met
night,
Shyamalan?
I didn't make a big deal out of it. And that night, the assistant store manager comes out. I thought she was going to tackle me. She comes running out of the back room, waving a piece of paper. And I'm like, what? She said, Neil Gaiman was in the store and you sold him. Yeah, I sold him an Americano. Why didn't you say anything? This is why I did not say it.
Right.
Is what? No.
I didn't want to be seen. Yeah.
If he comes back in, you tell me. And I'm like, I'm not telling you. So he comes back in and I said, I'm going to save you from this. So we're going to talk real quick. He goes, okay. I said, I know who you are. You're one of my favorite writers ever. I read Sandman when it came out. Okay. So everybody knows you becoming here. I said, are you visiting Tori? Tori and Emma and him are best friends. And I knew that. And because I'm a Tori fan too. And I said, are you visiting Tori? I know she has a condo down here. And he goes, you're kind of freaking me out.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
I'm not going to stalk you or anything.
I just want you to know that my management is getting kind of evil with me because they know I know who you are. And they want you to sign books. He's like, oh, yeah, I'll come and sign books for you. You make the best coffee in town. Dude, score, you know. He ended up having to do it on a day I was out of town for a festival.
Oh.
I'm like, you all owe me so big. So big. But yeah, he was writing Coraline at the time. I timed it, you know. So he was probably writing Coraline and he was staying at Tori's condo. So I thought that was the coolest thing.
Favorite movies. I know a couple of the people on Robot Chicken have worked on Coraline. There's a couple old timers who've like done like Nightmare Before Christmas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I've gotten to see some of the props and stuff from Coraline because my friend did all the food designs.
Oh,
she brought in like a bunch of the food from like the show, and it's just so cool. Like they're just so neat, like all the little.
Oh yeah.
Now you're talking.
The detail is amazing.
Yeah.
In that movie, I just sat there and picked it out. I'm like, look at all that detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
So
of course I'd already read the book.
In my hometown, there's been a lot of movies filmed because of the area that it's in, because we have desert climate and then we have mountain climate, and I'm having technical difficulties. There it goes. In southern New Mexico, like the newer Transformer movies, the first 3 were filmed in my hometown. And people would literally freak out because all of the actors, instead of cooking for themselves or having staff come in and cook for them, they would go to the local restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in beauty school at the time, and one of the girls was a waitress when she wasn't in school. And she would come in and she's like, oh, you know, this one's really cool. This one's really cool. That one's a dick. That one's a dick.
Not a tipper. Not a tipper. Bad mouth, not a tipper.
That was psychotic. And it wasn't just the Transformer movies. Like, there's been a lot of movies filmed back there because it's cheaper to film there, the area that it's in, and they've had a lot of big names there. And it's just funny to see people's reactions because, like, I was sitting down eating dinner one night, and Josh, oh God, what the fuck is his name? Can't remember his fucking last name. The dude who played in Transformers wasn't very far away. Yeah, him.
What?
Josh Duhamel.
Yeah,
thank you.
He wasn't very far away. And the whole fucking restaurant, besides me and the person I'm with, like, flood towards him. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on over there? Why are they freaking the fuck out? Oh, it's a guy. He's trying to eat dinner. You guys leave him the fuck alone.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to handle that. I think that's why, like, I like doing stop motion because, like, I feel like I get to do this creative industry. Like, no one's gonna stop me on the street and be like, you work on Robot Chicken. Like, that's not
right. You still have a little bit of anonymity. Yeah.
Right. A
little bit of privacy.
Yeah.
Now I have to say, sometimes it's fun because I had a girl stop me and said, I saw you doing runway and and I'm like, dude, you're not old enough to remember that.
I mean, I get people that stop me all the time. They're like, hey, you're on that Planet Flipside, right? And I'm like,
all the time?
Yeah.
All the time?
All the time.
You're such
every
a
day.
Scandal, guys.
I wish I was known for this show.
I mean,
but it's nice. It's kind of fun.
It was a 16-year-old. It was at a family wedding, and I went, yeah, nice to meet you, and walked the fuck away.
Go away.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me. I'm sorry that you have to watch my bullshit. Yeah, she does. She gets to hide behind her artwork. And the thing is that's amazing because she still can have a normal everyday life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is our lives ever really normal?
Mine certainly is hell not. I don't know.
Well, you know what the fuck I mean.
Don't do normal.
Privacy.
Yeah, you get a little privacy. You get a
little more privacy, yeah. So real quick, we have links down in the description below. There's all our social media. There are links to Planet Flipside Market. That's where you can buy merch. A lot of the merch is heading out soon. This is the trio cup with me, Mel, and Doll that was drawn by Rich Morris. He drew that for us, and that's sweet. And there's a whole bunch of stuff. So go. You deserve something pretty. You do. So go get yourself something pretty. You know.
We got to make money for this to keep doing it, you guys.
It does cost me money to run the show. So next we have Doll's House Etsy shop. That's handmade items by people who are on the show. Mostly it's dolls right now, but I know I've sent some stuff in. Trey sent some stuff in. Mel's sending stuff in. So we're building a box, man. It's like building a bear, only bigger. And we're building a box with bears.
Not as fun to hug.
Sorry, I digress.
It's not a rabbit. It's not a bear.
If you take the link that is in the description to the Etsy shop, you will automatically receive a discount when you get there. If you really want to laugh,
just read the descriptions.
Yeah.
Oh, Vixie froze! Oh no!
Yeah, even if you don't go to Doll's House Etsy shop to like buy anything, just go read the descriptions because they're quite entertaining.
We also have KendraLash.com, which is where I got these fancy dancy earrings. And
they're pretty.
Everybody's getting their Vixie Fox earrings. And if you use the code Vixie Squad, you get 20% off there. Vixie's trying to show her earrings, even though she's glitchy. It's all wearable art.
I don't know what
and
happened.
Then we also have Mashika Creations, which is amazing resin art. I don't have my necklace on me to show you, but it's my favorite.
So she's
and
made
if you
all
watch
of my
any
plugs.
show, I'm almost always wearing it.
She's made a couple of my necklaces. I have a box for the loot box for when we hit 500 to put in for that. And if headphone warning, guys, if you use the code CHERRYPOP, you get 20% off. What else do we have in there, guys? Don't we have the Discord in there?
Absolutely.
And that's going to give you the inside track on what's going on with us, what's going on with the channel, what's coming, what's going. Food porn, lots of food porn. If you need food porn in your life, come talk with us.
Yeah, Vixie Squad Coffee House is a place where Vixie Squad friends, family, and fans get together. We support each other. You get to know what's happening on this channel before it actually happens. You get to know when stuff launches in the merch places. You get to know when new shows launch. If you want to be a part of our shows where we include the audience members on the table, things like Gaming with Vixie, sometimes we open up the coffee houses on Saturday and Sunday mornings. Those are open forums. We also have family game night that sometimes we'll add one or two people to. Bitches with Switches. If we're adding people to those tables.
We also have our Nintendo friend codes in there. So if you want to play with us, you can.
Then that's a great way to do that. So
there's
a lot of stuff happening
live on the table with us. You can just play.
Yeah, you don't have to be on the table to play. But we like it when you get to yell with us. Because, our potty mouths need company.
Yeah.
Why don't you go
Note a timestamp to share on Twitter and tag Neil about Vixie's encounter with him.
What?
Hubby's gonna go back and screen record Vixie talking about Neil Gaiman and put it on Twitter and tag him on it. Let me just translate that for you.
I was just gonna say I don't get what just happened. What happened?
I got you.
My brain farted.
I speak hubby too. I speak a lot of things.
Let me think. I think that's it. I think that's all the links we have right now.
Read the fucking disclaimer, dumbasses.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then there's a disclaimer at the bottom.
Because if your dumbass didn't read that and you get offended, I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
It says, we are not responsible for your feelings.
No.
Sorry.
No.
I'm not your mama.
No, there are no fucks given here. Our field is fucking barren. I killed that bitch.
Yeah.
Behold my field.
We destroyed it playing Mario Kart right on top of it.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And then Cards Against Humanity right after that.
Yes.
That's another thing. You have to be in the Discord channel to play that.
Yeah.
There's no other way you're going to know when it's coming.
Yeah, if you guys
Comes
have
out of the
Cards
dark
Against
with no
Humanity and
warning.
you want to play with us, the more the fucking merrier.
I really just want the music that we play for Cards Against Humanity for the intro. Because, that is my jam right there. It's fucking amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, wow.
Talk about animation. That took me forever to make. I hated it. But it really is cool.
When we don't have somebody to interview for Creator Corner, much like last night, since we didn't have,
Doll had to work. We did Not Another Family Game Night on nights
Which
that
is Jackbox.tv, or Jackbox.tv, but Jackbox games.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if we don't have anybody for a Saturday night, what we do is we either do Not Another Family Game Night, Mario Kart, or we play Cards Against Humanity.
Which a lot of times you can vote for in the Discord server.
Yeah, poor Dobby's tight little
This is a cheerocracy, not a democracy, so I do have veto power.
That's amazing.
So the funny thing is, it's the first time that all of us played together recently. We all had different decks. Like, I have obviously the Supernatural deck because I'm an SPN freak. I think Mel had the Disney deck
and Harry Potter.
And the Harry Potter deck. Vixie had the green deck and the black deck.
I had the green, the black, the red, and the blue.
Which ones did Doll have, though?
Doll has the green and the red deck.
Oh, okay.
Jellybean, I'm not sure when are we playing again next week, Vixie? Is that next Saturday?
It should.
I might have an interview set for next Sunday, but I won't know until tomorrow.
Okay.
To be determined, Jellybean.
You're gonna need
join the Discord. Well, you're already in the Discord. Pay attention to the Discord. You'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hit up the chat room and tell me you need the link, and that way I'll remember to actually put it in there.
Don't do like I did and print out, hundreds of fucking pages not on cardstock. Please print them out on cardstock.
There are free cards out there, so if you don't want to buy a deck,
no, mine weren't. I had to pay $10 for them. I just
that's not bad though.
That's still not bad. They're like around 50,
yeah, that's
30 to 50,
and you had to cut them out.
Oh well.
Yeah, well,
I love you guys.
I'll do anything.
Oh my God, she had to use scissors. Did you have supervision?
No, but I am the super villain. So, we've interviewed a comic strip artist named Rich Morris before.
Ironic.
Yeah. And I'd never been drawn before. And he came on the show for one of our bigger shows of the years. Hi, Captain. And it was funny because, like I said, I've never been drawn before. And he's done things like Arthur and Care Bears and things like this. And he drew all of us with all of our headsets. Mm-hmm. And I fucking fangirled so hard. And when he came on camera, I was like, oh my God, Rich, I have to stop the entire show just to tell you thank you. Like,
somebody drew me, she said.
I was like, you drew me and you fucking called me the group supervillain, which is fucking amazing.
It was the eyebrows.
It really was. Because the more I'm on the show, the higher they get. Like, eventually I'm going to have full-blown McDonald's arches. It's going to be fine, whatever. I have the main box, red box, blue box, green box, and the absurd box, and also the 90s. I drew Cherry the other day. You drew me the other day.
Blue fish? Sorry, I couldn't help myself. That's where I went.
She went Dr. Seuss on us.
I did. I can't help it.
Confused it at me.
Fish, blue fish.
If you look all the way back on this channel, when I originally started this channel, it was me reading Dr. Seuss books.
What the fuck?
Yeah, there's still Here's a Who, Horton Hatch's Egg, and Cat in the Hat and the Cat in the Hat Come Back, I think are still up.
I want to see this. Like, you need to send me this.
You have to go all the way back to the beginning.
I was talking to Jellybean, but I'm definitely going to go all the way back to the beginning of this channel just to watch you read Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. I mean, if I'm willing to go back 7 months,
there are kids that I don't remember who remember me that still watch it. Like kids I babysat and stuff. That I don't remember them.
That's okay.
I know too many kids, but I don't know.
Oh, excuse me. Better out than in.
That's right.
By the way, guys, sorry, I have two buttons that are my favorite thing in the world. I have a fuck button.
I thought I was your favorite thing in the world.
You're my second favorite thing in the world. Don't tell Justin. He'll get mad.
Don't tell Justin he's third.
Okay.
After the buttons.
A friend of mine ordered those from Amazon, actually, because I had the bullshit button on my wish list, and the bullshit button showed up, and I somehow became the queen of fuck on TikTok because I said it something like 42 times in 60 seconds. And the next thing I knew, there was a fuck button at my door, and I was like, oh, game the fuck on.
That feels like a tipsy purchase I might make on Amazon.
Right.
Oh, no, this is a normal sober purchase that I would make on Amazon. I make pillows, like I crochet, and I make pillows that have obscenities all over them. Like, my favorite one is my cunt pillow.
It's amazing.
Yep.
What about Jellybean? Hey, what about Jellybean? You're in the top 10. Don't fuck around, okay?
Don't fuck around.
My father always told me never hold anything back. It might hurt. See, this is why I say don't hold farts in, because they creep up your spine, get in your brain. That's how you get shitty ideas, guys.
True.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
True.
You've never heard that?
You got a visual, I can tell. Mel usually gets those.
What the fuck is that smell? That's a shitty idea.
I smell the distinct smell of bullshit.
That's too funny.
The kitten smelled catnip for the first time, and now he's obsessively grooming himself. He's high as fuck. What do you expect?
Cat
doesn't know what to
so
do.
funny with cats. Like they just wild out.
So the funny thing is I have 3. Okay, I have 3 little house panthers. Well, they're not little, but they're assholes. Anyway, so Ducky is my absolute. I need catnip. He's like a little fucking pothead, man. He will fucking sniff that shit out, and he rolls in it. He eats it. I mean, he is all about it. He'll whine at me till I give it to him. And then Sushi is my. Okay, Ducky's rolling in something. What's he rolling in?
Yeah.
Oh, I like this stuff. And then Wasabi is the baby. Wasabi will wait until the older 2 are done and they're high and they're running off and doing their thing. And then he'll sit down and how can I get a cunt pillow? Give me just a second and I'll tell you how. But Wasabi is like, he's my closet stoner kitty. Like he waits till
he's casual about it.
Yeah, he's real casual about it, and then all of a sudden he is just in pure hunting mode.
Right, those assholes are out of the way. Now it's
get
my
a hold
turn.
of me on Instagram, and I will give you a price, and I will have you pick out a color. I will actually send you a picture of what the pattern looks like, and we'll talk price from there. Just to let you know, if you're going to order, I will not start on it until, just like any other store. If you're going to order something. I'm not going to start it till you pay me for it. That's just being honest, and that's how it is.
Let y'all know in the first place,
right?
Sorry, my dog is making really weird noises.
Oh, you're fine. I thought somebody was snoring. I was like, I have a trucker who snores. Artemis has been washing his toe beans for the last 5 minutes. No, I can't stand the cat licking sounds. Oh, it fucks with me so hard.
Oh my god!
But so and another thing is if I am on a current order like I am right now, I'll tell you. Okay, here's the date that it's projected for me to get it out to you because I'm currently on an order. You need to start that with the details.
Yes.
Get out of here. She's like, all right. She's like a little squish faced.
Oh, is she a little Shih Tzu?
A little Pekingese.
Oh, Pekingese. Oh. I can't really see her very well, so it was a good guess. Oh yeah.
Hello, babies.
Hello, beautiful.
She's just making like the most atrocious noises.
I honestly thought Trucker was sleeping.
No.
I thought he was snoring.
I got the noise canceling on anyway. You wouldn't be able to hear him. All right, ladies. Hopping over to Nuts and Knockers. I need to hang out over there tonight too because I hopped over on the
we'll
leftovers.
See you guys in about 5-10 minutes. Probably.
Yeah. Hi, Chrissy. You're just gonna have to come back for the rewatch.
Yeah, we love you.
My aunt has Pekingese, and her name is Sassy. Was Sassy, and she bit me when I was a kid. I still have a scar. Oh my god, he's adorable.
My husband likes the little dogs.
I love the little dogs. I do. I got 2 little dogs.
I'm a big dog kind of girl.
So am I.
I need the big ones.
I like labs.
And that's my issue with them is I
have a teenager who can pick up the big shit. I'm fine with it. He cleans out the litter box too. I'm like, nope, I'm allergic. Like legit allergic. You gotta do it. Sorry.
That's fair.
This has been an awesome show, guys.
I don't want you to lick my finger. I want you to pick your nose. Come here.
No, I'm going to lick your finger.
Oh, gross. You were watching a movie with the kid? That's awesome. You like big dogs, but you can only have a small dog, so we have a Frenchie. See, and according to my lease, we can have small animals. We're not allowed to have big animals, and I know exactly who to blame for that. That would probably be my ex's brother who fucked that up for everybody.
My ex's brother. Oh, wow, you do.
Well, he used to live in this house. No, he lives in the next town over, but I'm pretty sure he's the one who fucked that up for everybody. I could be wrong. Oh my goodness!
Now that we know what it is, it's funny.
Right? Yeah. It is not the trucker who has
literally about life over there.
That's cute.
It's pup life for us,
guys.
Oh.
So
wait, we can't go. I wanna keep listening.
I like you listening. This is the closest to ASMR that Mel likes.
Mel, you're just gonna have to
Anything
come
else
back
wants
and
the
rewatch.
shit out of her.
Bug, chill out. Chill out.
Sounds like a
No,
trigger
no,
word.
don't chill out.
Don't chill out.
She's like,
Tell her how you feel.
No, you poor little baby. Oh, I like it, Mom. I like it.
I don't know why that's making me so happy, but it really is.
You hit Mel's happy button. That's funny.
So, like Vixie said earlier, guys, tomorrow morning we have the coffee house, and then we have bitches with switches. Come for the fun, stay for the violence and the chaos.
Yep.
And then on Monday at 8 p.m. I'm sorry, 9 p.m. No, was it 8 p.m.?
8 p.m.
9 p.m. your time?
8 p.m.
Okay, so 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, which would be 7 Central, 6 Mountain, and 5 Pacific. We have Cherry motherfucking Rants, which is always exciting. Not always.
Yeah.
And she does.
And I do
She does.
for like a whole ass hour. It's fucking
Yep.
amazing.
I have to give her, by the way, you have a 5-minute warning.
Yeah.
By the way, you have a 2-minute warning.
We discuss in the green screen how long I'm going to go. I'm like, you can give me a warning. I may not follow it, but I'll know it's there.
Yep. Because she can
The
go as
best
long
part
as
of
she wants,
waking
I don't
up is
care.
More of a
bitches with switches in
suggestion.
your cup. So, and then we are off on Tuesdays, and we start back up again on Wednesdays. So, you guys know what to do.
Yep. Follow. Please subscribe to the channel.
Absolutely.
Hit that bell. That bell will notify you
Hey,
what
Mel.
we're doing. Don't
I
miss
need,
it.
the likes
Bona,
on
I
this
need
one?
for your dog to have her own TikTok and just make
oh
noises.
god, I should get her a TikTok. She just makes the most.
And just make noises, because I swear I would just leave
She
my
would
phone
go
on that.
viral for sure.
Yeah. Dog noises are a big thing on TikTok, man.
Apparently.
Huge. It's hilarious. Well, but thank you so much
Absolutely.
for joining us. I hope
Yeah,
you come back
anytime.
again sometime.
Yeah.
You're
Is there
fine.
anything coming up that we need to watch for?
I have Santa Inc. is coming out this Christmas, and I animated
Santa
on every episode. It's going to be on HBO. It's starring Seth Rogen and Sarah Silverman,
Oh my God.
and so that's something to look out for.
Sounds
Okay.
good already.
I got it written down in my notes. My notes for tonight. All right. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
And like I said, you have to come back again sometime. I had a
Yeah,
blast.
you guys are great. Thanks so much. For
Awesome.
having
Thank
me.
you.
You're
coming.
great. You're great. Call
You're
me
great.
names.
Oh,
Oh,
We believe in aggressive
I
love
feel,
here.
I'm drowning in the love over here, guys. Okay, have a great day.
We love you too, Vixie. Jesus.
You're pretty too.
Oh,
As Vixie moves on the other side. Oh, that way.
Right?
I love you too, Vixie. Oh, wait.
All right, Cherry, you got any words of wisdom to tell these people?
No.
Don't do stupid shit. You won't win stupid prizes. No, obviously. Charles tastes like chicken. I haven't had any chicken in days. I need some in my life. And love your fellow human, even if they're stupid, unless it's the drunk ass neighbor. That's a whole ass different story that nobody wants to talk about.
Whole ass.
Whole
ass.
ass.
Not even half ass. It's a whole
Nope,
ass.
not even dead ass. Whole ass. Like whole and all.
The whole thing.
The whole
I
thing.
love you, Cherry.
I love you too, Kaylee. Bye.
Mel?
Me? I
It's
not
your
have
turn.
wisdom. But I
You
can
has
say
wisdom.
something.
Okay.
People make time for what's important to them. So pay attention. Okay, love you. Bye.
Thank you for coming tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. Remember, we're all made up of the stuff of stars, and that makes us extraordinary creatures. So find your spark, ignite your passions, and make your dreams come true. I believe in each and every one of you. If you need me, I'm just a DM away. And I'll catch you later on Planet Flipside. Have a magical evening, everybody.
So yeah, Yak is definitely where my heart lies in the comics.
Yeah, if you want to get into voiceover, you got to do it because you love it. You can't do it because you want to be rich and famous, especially because you're legit doing a job that people don't know your face.
You know, in my comic, there's a number of sentient computers and video game consoles that have happened over the years.
I should have a film. I thought it was going to be the end of this year. I think it's going to be next year. There should be a film called Badness coming.
I think we're up to 6 Star Wars children's books now that I've illustrated.
I'm here! The dork behind the drawing. No,
Yay!
don't look him directly in the face.
I draw cartoons for a living, and you can't tell me that the stuff that that we're producing nowadays is just for kids.
Kevin and Kel is now the longest running webcomic. I started in September 1995, and it's never missed a day since.
When I announced that I was voicing for Inuyasha's daughter, everyone was like, what? Like,
That was all well and good until, I was giving Phil a ride one day and he said, so how's your boyfriend? And I said, well, we're breaking up. And Phil said, oh, really?